Hi everybody, it's time for your Farm and Ranch News. Well, for the very first time in the history of both organizations, the Montana and Wyoming Beef Councils held a joint meeting on May 4th in Cody, Wyoming. Now, Eamon O'Toole is the Wyoming Beef Council chair out of Baggs and told me that they've been looking forward to hearing and sharing ideas with their Montana counterparts.
Yeah, the great friendships, and that's the biggest thing in our industry is we all live so far away and we don't see each other a lot, and so being able to meet some other people that are in the same business you are, that seems like that's really one of the most important things we can do. And then obviously figure out where's the best place that we can spend our producers' money.
Andy Kellum is the Montana Beef Council's vice president from Hobson and told me that one of the main goals of having the joint meeting was just the opportunity to learn something from each other.
Every state that has a beef council, they're set up a little bit differently. Montana is set up the way it was designed years ago, and Wyoming's the same way. So we're kind of here to see a little bit about how they do it in Wyoming and share a little bit about how we do it in Montana, and maybe we come out of it with some ideas that we bring home, and maybe we can improve our process.
And of course, the main mission of both state beef councils is to still educate consumers about the nutritional benefits of beef and to increase demand for beef, not just here at home, but beyond. Cattle producers can always learn more information about their beef checkoff investment by visiting mybeefcheckoff.com. In some other news today, hey, it looks like several U.S. senators from our region have introduced some new legislation to protect our Western way of life. Wyoming Senators John Barrasso and Cynthia Lummis and others have introduced legislation to protect multiple use policy on our federal lands. They say the legislation blocks the BLM's proposed public lands rule. Now, that proposed rule was addressed last week during a hearing with Interior Secretary Deb Haaland. And livestock organizations like NCBA and PLC say the rule would completely upend BLM's multiple use mandate and jeopardizes the agency's ability to be a good partner to the ranchers who manage millions of acres across the West, like those right here in Western Ag Network country. And finally today, the NRCS will hire team members over the next few years to help implement the $19.5 billion in the Inflation Reduction Act for conservation programs. The NRCS announced new jobs are opening up for soil conservationists. Now, this is part of a broader effort, they say, by the agency to help producers develop conservation plans and implement conservation practices, including critical climate-smart practices. USDA Undersecretary for Farm Production and Conservation Robert Bonney says to help ag producers invest in conservation on their farms, ranches, and even working forests, they need to grow their team that delivers those very conservation programs. Now, the announcements are currently open and will close on May 15th of this year. Interested parties can find more information and even apply for these jobs at usajobs.gov. That's a look at your Farm and Ranch News. Have a great day.